Hi, this is John Foster, one of the instructors at the art department. This is a quick talk about composition and not so much how to make great composition, but more just the importance of it. And for me, it's the foundation of all artwork, it doesn't have to be a bit of action, or it doesn't have to be a narrative scene. Composition in abstract work is important, or all work is important. Composition is the fundamentals of how the basic beginning of moving the eye around in a composition. And so I always start with thumbnails, with the sketches and very simple shapes and forms. And as I progress, I start. A lot of people can move into color from at that stage, but I progress more so with just black and white still, but introducing light to help define forms, to create rhythms of the light to dark to dark to light to all the midtones in between. There's kinds of patterns. It's a little bit like music, and I like seeing it in its stark form, which is just in the black and white. It's easier for me to read. It's getting rid of the variable of color and saturation and harmonies. And I I have an easier time seeing whether I'm making something that is working or not. So with that said, you're seeing the finished pieces here, but they all started black and white and in value. First with line, just placing shapes and scale and size. We can break it down, and we do later on, but that kind of list of it's not always the priorities, but size, overlap, perspective, in terms of repeat pattern, rhythm, um, great shapes, of course, great shapes. One of the best things it taught me about shapes, by the way, was learning cartooning from the basics. Big shapes, little big shapes linked with other different shapes and geometries and hard edge, soft edge. It was an eye opener just learning to do simple cartooning, and it helped me with the rest of my illustration and the importance of value and shape. That's why I always tell my students, it's like if it was a battle cry, running into the studio, ready to do some battles with your art. Although I actually don't like to think of it in terms of a battle, but it's more fun. But maybe into the fun game that we're gonna have a cheer. That's value and shape. That's better, more positive, and then things start to springboard off of that. But you know, don't want to build that house on sand. You want a good foundation, and to me, that's the exciting part about composition. All right, hope that helped a little bit, and hope to see you in class.